You are listening to SDO Isabela Radio-Based Instruction.
Learning never stops in Math Eskwela, your school on air.
Your partner in achieving fun learning experiences. Let's listen, enjoy, and have fun in learning mathematics. Stay tuned.
Hello there, my active and good-looking grade 5 learners. How are you today? I hope all of you are doing great. I am so glad to know that all of you are safe and healthy. Since you are perfectly fine, I welcome you to Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela for another Math Terrific episode for Mathematics 5. As we go along for today's lesson, I will be your radio teacher, Ma'am Jonna will be Tobias, and I will guide you all throughout the discussion. Since all of you are ready, let us now begin our today's episode. Don't forget to bring out your modules, pen, and paper so that you can use to solve mathematics as you pay attention. Do focus and avoid distractions. Is that clear, learners? Before we proceed, turn on your module on page 1 and let's answer the activity What I Know. For the directions, choose the letter of the best answer. Write your answer in your activity notebook or any clean sheet of paper. Do you understand, kids? Assuming that you already answered it earlier, I am giving you 10 seconds to review your answers before we check them. And we're back. Now let's check your work. For number 1, which decimal has the greatest value? The correct answer is letter B, 0 and 70 thousandths. Did you get the correct answer, kids? Great! Let's proceed to number 2. Arrange 0 and 162 thousandths, 0 and 263 thousandths, and 0 and 612 ten-thousandths in descending order. The correct answer is letter A. For item number 3, what symbol of comparison should be placed in the box? The correct answer is letter B, less than. For number 4, arrange 10 and 569 thousandths, 10 and 4,563 ten-thousandths, 10 and 9,870 ten-thousandths, and 10 and 341 thousandths in ascending order. The correct answer is letter B. And for number 5, compare the numbers below using the symbols greater than, less than, equal, or not equal. The correct answer is letter B, greater than. For number 6, which is the greatest among these decimal numbers? 62 and 345 thousandths, 62 and 348 thousandths, 62 and 3,280 ten-thousandths, or 62 and 3 ten-thousandths. The correct answer is letter C, 62 and 345 thousandths. For number 7, what symbol will give the correct relationship of these decimal numbers? The correct answer is letter C, equal to. For item number 8, what is the least decimal number among 187 and 401 thousandths, 187 and 309 thousandths, and 187 and 409 thousandths? The correct answer is letter C. For item number 9, arrange the given set of decimal numbers from least to greatest. The correct answer is letter C. Nathan wants to join a basketball league. The required height to join the league is 182 and 88 hundredths centimeter. Nathan is 182 and 854 thousandths centimeter tall. Is he qualified to join the league? The correct answer is letter B. No, because he did not meet the height requirement. There you have it. How many of you got perfect score? Wow, that's impressive. In this module, we will be comparing decimals using place value to determine whether one is greater than, less than, or equal to the other. This will also give you an idea on how to arrange decimal numbers in increasing or decreasing order. Your knowledge in comparing whole numbers and identifying decimal place value will strengthen and help you focus in comparing and arranging decimal numbers. Open your module on page 3. The illustration below of a place value chart can help you compare two decimal numbers. Study and understand it carefully. The illustration shows the comparison between 5 and 67 hundredths and 5 and 68 hundredths. Start on the left side. The ones digits are the same. They are both 5. The tenths digit are the same. They are both 6 over 10 or 0 and 6 tenths. The hundredths digit are not the same. 7 hundredths is 7 over 100 or 0 and 7 hundredths. And the 8 hundredths is 8 over 100 or 0 and 8 hundredths. 8 is more than 7. Therefore, 5 and 68 hundredths is greater than 5 and 67 hundredths. In symbols, 5 and 68 hundredths is greater than 5 and 67 hundredths. Learners, can you still follow? Let us proceed to what's in on page 4. For the directions, write less than, greater than, or equal to on the blank to make the sentence true. Assuming that you already answered the activity ahead of time, I will give you 10 seconds to check your answers. Let us now check your answers. For item number 1, the correct answer is greater than. Number 2, equal to. For number 3, less than. For number 4, less than. And for number 5, less than. Did you get it? That's great! You're doing a great job, grade 5 learners. Let us proceed to what's in letter B on page 4. Arrange the decimal numbers from least to greatest. Write your answer on the blank below and right side of the number. The first item is already done for you. Assuming that you already answered the activity ahead of time, I will give you 10 seconds to check your answers. Let us now check your answers. For item number 7, the correct order is 4 and 1 hundredths, 4 and 5 tenths, and 4 and 6 tenths. For item number 8, 11 and 5 thousandths, 11 and 23 hundredths, 11 and 7 tenths, and 11 and 8 tenths. For item number 9, 25 and 1 thousandths, 25 and 2 hundredths, 25 and 43 hundredths, and 25 and 76 hundredths. For item number 10, 111 hundredths, 109 hundredths, and 112 hundredths. Did you get the correct answer, class? That's great! Open your module on page 5, What's in? In this lesson, you will learn about comparing and arranging decimals. How do you do that? Read the process below and try to follow the example illustrated on the first part of this lesson. Let us go back to the situation above. To answer the problem, we compare the weight of fish caught by each fisherman. As we can see, the whole numbers and the tens digits are the same. So, we compare the hundredths digit. Are you ready to answer the activity, children? Let us now answer. For number 1, what is Roger caught 12 and 35 hundredths kilogram, while Miguel caught 12 and 31 hundredths kilogram. Observe the hundredths digit of both decimals. 5 is greater than 1. Therefore, 12 and 35 hundredths is greater than 12 and 31 hundredths. Therefore, Roger caught more fish than Miguel. Did you get the correct answer? Great, grade 5 learners. In comparing decimals, we will learn how to compare the two decimal numbers and to arrange the decimals in ascending or descending order. One decimal number is either greater than, less than, or equal to the other decimal number. The following steps are to be considered in comparing and arranging decimal numbers. Number 1. Line up first the decimal points and the digit in their corresponding place value. Number 2. Compare the digits from the decimal point to the right until you find digits in the same place that differs. The number with smaller digit has the smaller value, and the number with the bigger digit has bigger value. Note, to make the comparison of decimal numbers easier, you can add zeros after the last digit to make the same number of digits. Anyway, the value of the numbers does not change. This is really interesting, right, class? Let us check the examples given on pages 6 and 7 for our guidance. Open your module on page 8 and let us answer. Let's practice. For the directions, compare the decimal numbers using the symbols greater than, less than, or equal to. I will give you ample time to check whether your answers were correct. Your timer starts now.
Mare, narinig mo na ba ang tungkol sa online distance learning ng DepEd? Ano ba ito? Ay oo, Mare! Ang online distance learning ay isang pamamaraan kung saan maihahatid ng mga guro ang kaalaman para sa mga anak natin sa tulong ng teknolohiya gaya ng internet, laptop, computer, at cellphone. Ganun ba, Mare? Oo, Mare. Hindi magkakasama at magkakaharap ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng online na pagkatuto. Isang mensahe mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Are you ready to answer? For item number 1, the correct answer is greater than. Number 2, equal to. For number 3, less than. For number 4, less than. And for number 5, less than. Did you get the correct answers, class? That's great! Now that you have read and understood the comparing and arranging decimal numbers through 10,000s place, let us solve some exercises. Are you ready? Let us start now. Proceed to what's more on page 8 of your module. For the directions, choose the correct symbol for each of the given items below. I will give you 10 seconds to check your answers. Are you ready? Let us check your answers. For item number 1, the correct answer is C, less than. For number 2, the correct answer is the letter A, greater than. For item number 3, it's letter C, less than. For number 4, it's letter B, equal to. And for number 5, letter A, greater than. Did you get perfect score, kids? You are all awesome. Now give yourselves a fireworks clap. Let us try to summarize our lesson for today. Decimal numbers are compared using the symbols greater than, less than, and equal to. It is arranged from least to greatest, or what we called as the ascending order, or from greatest to least, or what we called as the descending order, by comparing decimal numbers first. To compare decimals, we need to align first the decimal points and the digit in their corresponding place of values. Then, begin comparing the digits with the same place of value from leftmost digits. In addition, it is very essential also to understand and master the skills in comparing and arranging fractions. In comparing and ordering fractions, you must have a least common denominator. After you find the common denominator, you can simply compare the numerators of the fractions. But if you have the same denominators, the number with the larger numerator is the larger fraction. Open your module on page 11 and do the assessment. For the directions, choose the letter of the correct answer. Write it on a separate sheet. Assuming that you already did the activity ahead of time, I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Your time starts now. Let us check your answers. For item number 1, the correct answer is letter C. For item number 2, it's letter A. For number 3, it's letter B. For number 4, letter C. For number 5, the correct answer is letter B. For number 6, letter C. For number 7, B. For number 8, it's letter A. For number 9, it's letter A. And for number 10, it's letter A. Did you get perfect score? Great work, kids! Let's continue answering the remaining activities in your module to enhance your skills in comparing and arranging numbers. Always remember, constant correct practice makes perfect understanding of the lesson. That concludes our lesson for today. Truly that my dear grade 5 learners are very attentive. I appreciate you for listening to our discussion, and I hope you learned a lot from this episode. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask help from your parents, elder siblings, or you may send a message or call your mathematics teacher. You may also send a message to our Facebook page in Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. In behalf of our scriptwriter, yours truly, Jonabel B. Tobias, and the whole SDO Isabela RBI production team, this is your radio teacher, Jonabel B. Tobias, saying, stay fit and healthy and be safe. Thank you for listening and staying with us. God bless everyone. Goodbye, grade 5.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.